Yo, what's going on, guys? I watched Kung Fu Panda 4, and it's very weird how I feel about this movie, because I can't quite describe what it is about it that's just off. I'm gonna kind of like talk about how I felt about the movie in general, and then kind of explain what it is about it that is just off, like just not quite right. So, first thing, I think that the action of the movie is good. It's a fun movie. The fight scenes are like pretty well done. There's some really creative ones throughout the movie, and like the actual villain themselves is pretty cool. And they have some moments. Also, no spoilers. Just want to get that out of the way, just real quick. And the villain has some cool transformations because like they're the chameleon. They can become whatever they want. The chameleon, and so it's pretty sick to see it. It's some really cool fight scenes. I wish there was a bit more of it. But the ones we got was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like bad. Visually, the movie is nice. It's good looking animation wise. Like it's just overall a very solid movie. Humor wise, I think it's fun. It had some jokes that didn't quite land, but some that did. The guys next to me in the movie theater, they were laughing the entire time. So maybe it is really funny, and I am just a Grinch. I don't know, but they were laughing a lot. They were also talking, by the way. Don't talk during a movie. I don't. That's not cool. I'm just putting that out there. They talked a lot. They had their little conversations, and I don't know if I appreciated all that. But you know what? I digress. Who cares? It's fine. Oh God, it's not fine. But whatever. The movie was funny though. I think it was funny. Not completely funny, but it had some moments, and that's okay. I think that the actual theme and the kind of like the message it's trying to tell is a good one too. It's trying to like, talk about change and accepting change and all that, especially with the villain that's the chameleon that, does chameleon things. So it feels appropriate. It feels okay. Everything about the movie just feels okay. But I mentioned that there's just something off about it earlier. Kung Fu Panda 1, 2, and 3, I think are really good films. They're great films. And they have this energy about them. I don't think there's gonna be another way that I can describe this except just saying energy. It just has this thing about it that makes it feel like a Kung Fu Panda movie. It has this like heart and spirit that you can feel when you're watching the Kung Fu Panda movie. And this one, it just didn't have it. It didn't have that same like Kung Fu Panda energy. It was weird. I think overall, either way, it is still weaker than the other three movies. I think the other three are much better. It's a more like tight story, more relevant. This one had a story to tell. I think it's a good story to tell, and I think it's cool because it kind of completes a loop in a way. Like it comes full circle basically. It comes full circle. It's cool. I think it's a cool story to tell. I don't hate that they made this movie. I think they did have that last story. I don't think there'll be more after this, but I'm okay with like how this could have ended or how this movie could have been. But there's just so much that feels wrong about it. I don't know if it's like a budget thing because the movie felt kind of cheap too. There were moments where I looked at the animation and it just felt off. For example, Kung Fu Panda 2, it had a lot of like stylized like moments, or Kung Fu Panda 3 had some more of those like the places, the locations, especially Kung Fu Panda 2. The scenery for that one and the stylization of that one stands out a lot more to me. Especially with like the villain and like the red marks and like the changes that they do to show like the past and the montages. This one didn't have that energy, and it just felt more generic and bland. Which is a shame for a Kung Fu Panda movie. I think that even if you're a longtime fan, there's some things in there you'll appreciate. There's like some fan servicey moments. I'd argue even too much fan service, but it's whatever. But yeah, no. I mean, and you know what? In some places, not enough fan service because there are some characters that are missing. I think it's funny because they mentioned that the Furious Five would be in the movie, and like on Twitter, they're like, "Oh, don't worry, guys, they're in the movie." They straight up lied. They lied. They're not in the movie. They're there for a grand total of like 10 seconds. Nah, that's a lie. Maybe a minute. So if you're expecting to see the Furious Five, don't. They're not gonna do much in the movie. They aren't present. So yeah, that's just about like how I kind of felt about the movie. That's like the general vibe. It feels like it's a Kung Fu Panda movie, but worse. something's missing type worse. Like something is just gone there. There's something just not there. Maybe it's like not having those like same characters that are so captivating. Maybe it's I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is just the story. I don't know. I don't quite know what it is that's missing. Maybe it's the music was good. The music was good. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. It's just something about it. The actors, the performances were good though. By the way, the performances for everyone was just phenomenal. I know a lot of people for some reason online hate Aquafina, and I get it. She has some roles. I saw the Little Mermaid. I saw that, but I don't hate her. I don't think that's an instant like ugh type moment when she gets casted. You know, she was fine. I think she did a good job. I think everyone in the movie in general, the villain, the chameleon, did a good job. A lot of energy behind that role. She seemed to be having a lot of fun with it. Same thing with Jack Black. You know, they did a good job. We saw more of the world. We got to see more of it. I think that's cool. I think the Kung Fu Panda universe is a very sick one. I wish we got to see more of it. And in this 90-minute film, we got to see it, but it felt so limited and not as like well expanded. It feels like a cheaper film. It feels like a cheaper Kung Fu Panda film. And maybe that's a part of the reason why it feels so like that. I don't know what the budget is. By the way, I would say cheaper. I don't know if it's actually like literally cheaper. I just mean by how it feels. It could be. It could be literally cheaper. It kind of feels that way with the animation sometimes. Because it's all fine. It's not ever like bad. But you can just kind of tell. There's something about it that just feels off. Something about the entire film that just feels slightly off. So maybe that's a part of it. I don't know. But I can't verify that. So I'm going to give you guys my score. I'm going to tell you what I think about it. I'm going to say that this movie, compared to the trilogy, I think this one's worse. I think it's the worst one, but it's not all bad. It's not like, oh my god, you've ruined Kung Fu Panda. It's not like that. I think it's a fun story either way. I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. Just a solid 7 out of 10 movie. It's not reinventing the wheel. It's not innovating on the franchise. I wish it did more because to me, all the Kung Fu Panda movies are like easily like 8s to 10s. Maybe not quite a 10. I don't know if I want to say that, but it's near there. It's a really good really good movies, and they did a great job. It has like heartfelt stories and stuff. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. This is a new YouTube channel. If you guys can hit that subscribe button and drop a like, I would really appreciate it. And if you have any thoughts you want to share, go ahead and put it in the comments. I'd really appreciate to see those and to know how you guys feel about it and how you guys felt about the film if you've seen it. Do you like see the same thing that I do with the energy if you've already seen it? Is there just something off about it? Did you guys notice that too? Or is it just me? Did you think it was better than any of the other films? Did you feel like it was better than 3, 2, or 1? Or did you also agree that it was like not as good? Just let me know. Let me know if you guys have seen it. Those of you who haven't seen it, I'd still recommend to go see it. It's not a bad watch. It's fun. Especially if you have like a family or something, you want to go like watch a movie. It seems fun. But that's about it. Have a good one. Don't talk during the movie like that one guy that was sitting next to me because he was really annoying, just yapping the entire time, telling his little funny jokes to the guy next to him. They weren't that funny. But I sound like an asshole when I say that. But God, he was also an asshole. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Peace.